EMAs are an extremely helpful indicator in trading. I utilize the EMAs to identify trend continuations and also trend reversals. The EMAs that I use are the 9 EMA, which is this yellow line here, the 21 EMA, which is this green line here, and the 50 EMA, which is this blue line here, this turquoise blue line here. I use the EMAs to identify trend continuations and then also the reversals. As you can see here, once the 9 EMA crosses above the 21 EMA and also the 50 EMA, that is a very bullish indication. Once it crossed right here, the market continued to go up. And as you can see, as the 9 maintained above the 21 and 50, the trend continued to go up. As long as this 9 EMA is above the 21 and the 50, the market is most likely to continue to go up, continue in the trend. And this is the trend continuation utilizing the 9 EMA, the 21 EMA, and the 50 EMA. As long as they stay bullish, the market, the probability the market will continue to go up is a higher probability. Remember, we're dealing with probabilities in trading. There are no certainties in trading. You got to think in terms of probabilities. What is most probable to happen? Right? So you can use these for the trend continuations, and then also you can use this for the trend reversals. Because once the 9 crosses below the 21 here, then crosses below the 50 as well here, you can see the trend reverse and started to go down. And as the trend continued to go down, the 9 EMA stayed below the 21 EMA and stayed below the 50 EMA as well. Remember, that's a very strong bearish indication, meaning the market will most likely continue to go down as long as these EMAs remain bearish. And as you can see, it continued to go down and the EMAs remain bearish. The 9 remain below the 21 and the 50. But remember, once we get that cross, once it crosses above, the 9 crosses above the 21 and the 50, that's a more bullish indication. So you can use these EMAs to understand or determine where you're going to enter a position or understand and determine where you're going to exit a position. Because if the EMAs are in continuing the trend, are staying bullish in this trend continuation, then you could remain in a long position, meaning you could remain in a position where you'll make money as long as the market continues to go up. Then once the cross, you can exit that position and then wait for confirmation for the trend to continue low. Once you get the cross of the 9 below the 21 and the 50, that's a bearish indication and the trend should reverse. And as long as the EMAs stay bearish, like here with the 9 below the 21 and the 50, then the trend should continue until we get a cross of the EMAs, like here. Once the 9 crossed above the 21 and the 50, the market went up. And as the EMAs maintained this bullish trend, you can see that the trend continued and the EMAs stayed bullish as the trend continued to go up. Then once it crossed the 9 below the 21 and the 50, the market goes down. So if you guys want to learn how you can utilize these EMAs to enter and exit positions, or you guys want to learn about other easy to understand strategies and concepts, then shoot me a follow, like and subscribe, and share the video.